In this episode we are going to add one more shader effect, and this will be the vignette shader. So a vignette shader just creates some kind of a darkening effect in the corners of the screen. So each of these corners will be darkened here, 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 and also here. Okay, so in the last episode we just created this sky shader or this gradient, and now let's do the vignetting. Okay, so there are two ways to do it actually, and one way is to create one more of this quad or this arcade GL geometry quad 2D FS or full screen quad, and create one more program, and this program should have a vertex shader and also a fragment shader, and just draw it separately using this command, so the quad, the render, and the program. But there is a simpler way, and the simpler way is just actually combine the two shader effects, so the gradient and also the vignetting effect, in one fragment shader. And that's what we are going to do in this video. So here in the fragment shader we created in the last episode, I just changed one thing. So in the last episode I haven't used this output vector 4 frag color. I have used a built-in variable called gl_frag color, and now I have changed it to just frag color, and this will actually output to this frag color variable the final colors. Okay, so here after this resolution I'm just going to create three constants. So this will be the vignette constants. So the first constant will be of type float, and I'm just going to call it outer radius, and I'm going to set it to 0.65, and you can play with these values. The second will be also a constant of type float, and this will be the inner radius, and I'm just going to set it to 0.3. And the third constant, which is also type float, will be the vignette intensity, and I'm going to set it to 0.6. And now I'm going to create one more constant, and this will be the mix intensity or the mix weight. And I'm just going to set it to a constant of type float, and this will be the mix intensity, and its value will be set to 0.55. Okay, that's all of these constants what we need, and now let's go to the void main function, and this is the function which runs for every pixel or fragment. And after this vector 2, I'm just going to add a comment to it because this is the vertical gradient. After this I'm just going to create the vignetting effect. So I'm just going to add one more comment here, and this will be the vignette. And here I'm just going to create a vector 4 type, and I'm just going to call it color, and this will create actually a vector 4 where each value will be set to 1, so x, y, z and w will be set to 1. Now we need a so-called relative position. So this will be a vector 2, so type vector 2 called relative position, and we are going to set it equal to gl frag coordinates.xy divided by the resolution.xy. And from this expression we are going to subtract 0.5. So this will also subtract element wise. So 0.5 will be subtracted from the x and also from the y value from this relative position. The next thing will be to create a length which will be a floating point number. So I'm just going to call it len, and using the length function and giving it the relative position. So this will measure the length of the vector, and it will return a float value. The next thing will be to create one more float variable, and I'm just going to call it vignette, and using the smooth step function. So these length and the smooth step are functions, GLSL functions. So into this smooth step function I'm just going to give the outer radius, which is set to 0.65, the inner radius, which is set to 0.3, and the length. And now let's set the colors RGB. So here we created this color, which is a vector 4, and with swizzling we can also get its components like this, so color.rgb. So we have color.xyzw and we have also color.rgba. So we are going to set the RGB values to a mix function, which is also a built-in function in GLSL, to color.rgb and color.rgb times the vignette, and the last parameter or argument to this function is the vignette intensity, which is set to 0.55. And now we are going to do the combining of the two effects. So I'm just going to add here this comment, combining or mixing the gradient with the vignette. And here we are also going to use the mix function. So color.rgb will be equal to mix of vector3, and I'm just going to pass to this vector3 these three values, so 0.3, 0.5 and the position.y. The second parameter will be the color.rgb, and the last parameter to this mix function will be the mix intensity. And now we are just going to set these to equal to the color. So frac color equals color. And that's all. Let's run it and see if the vignetting works. Okay, it works. So as you can see now, the corners of the window are darkened, and this creates a very nice effect. If you want, of course, as I said, you can play with these values. So for example, this mix intensity, let's set it to 0.1. Let's see, now it is less visible, almost not visible. And I'm just going to set it, for example, to 0.8. And now these are much darker. And also the background shader is less visible. So I'm just going to set it back to the initial value, which is 0.55. And also let's set this outer radius to 0.25. Let's see what happens. And now, as you can see, the outer radius is much bigger. So I'm just going to set it back to 0.65. And lastly, just try this inner radius, for example 0.8, and I like it as it was, so at 0.3. And one more thing, let's check this vignette intensity. I'm just going to set it first to 0.1, and now it is less visible. And now let's set it to 0.9, and now it is more visible. So I'm just going to set it back to 0.6. Okay, this is how you can create a vignetting and also a gradient shader and use it in your 2D games. At the end of this episode, just one more information. I'm just going to upload all of these codes we have written in this series to my Patreon page, and if you become a Patreon supporter, you will be able to download not just the codes but also the assets. And the link to my Patreon page will be added to the video description.